Hello everybody, welcome back to another GBO2 video. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a while, hasn't it? So I've got the Dome Barrage here today. I managed to get a decent round in a rated match, actually. I've been doing a lot of rated matches because they've got missions up right now that require me to play in rated matches, quite bluntly. I typically do avoid rated. Just because rated is rough. Rated is rough because, like, it counts match wins over any personal ability, right? So, like, even if I do really well in a match, it doesn't matter if we lose, and I end up losing the majority of matches. So I've gotten a little frustrated trying to play rated because my rating just keeps dropping even if I play. And you know, I don't play fantastically every single time. I've got some really bad matches, I've got some really good matches, but even when I do good, I tend to lose anyway, and then my rating goes down and it gets really frustrating. But I've been doing a lot of them recently to get those missions cleared, and you know, it's not been going great, I'm gonna be honest, but this one came out pretty decently. Unfortunately, we kind of got a little focused down. This guy, I can't believe he'd go for that downswing there after missing the I think that's the neutral. I actually don't know what suit that is, so I'm not sure what part of the melee pattern that was, but, like, man, that felt like an obvious setup for a tackle to me, and, well, clearly we got the tackle. I'm very happy. That's probably that's part of why I kept this one, too. I'm so glad I had an ally back me up there, too. No, I don't think I would have been taken down, actually, but I would have had a lot more damage done to me than what is currently done to me. Man, I really love the Dom Barrage. It's an older suit. It's a bit of an older suit. I took it out today, actually, because I had recently seen someone take it out, and I was like, oh, wow, that's a Dom Barrage. I haven't seen one of those in a while. It's still a pretty good suit. I quite love my Dom Barrage. Oh, this is another part of why I saved this round. So we have number 3 over here coming to try and take this outpost. I managed to step on, I guess not really step on, hover over the enemy there, and I launched the rockets here. I launched them way too early, but then I managed to just rip them apart with the minigun. I'm so happy. I don't usually land the like the machine guns and whatnot on targets. That's why I typically go for, or on pilot targets, I should say. That's why I typically use the rocket stuff like that with the splash, because they're such a little tiny pinprick targets. But I guess volume of fire was on my side today. I'm so glad that hit. I really thought when I made that shot originally, I thought it was going to hit right into my opponent. Like, as soon as I pulled the trigger, I was like, oh, I mean my allies, my opponent. I thought it was going to hit my ally. Don't know why that one missed. That was frustrating. But yeah, I went right over, right and just barely next to my ally. I'm glad that played out the way it did. But now, yeah, I'm not going to live much longer. You can see the rest of my team got taken down with the exception of number 5. 4 came in, but yeah, it wasn't enough to be able to bail me out. I hope he got good distance away from us, actually, because we got surrounded right there pretty bad. But we've secured a good lead, so, oh, well, we had secured the lead, thankfully, so it could have been a lot worse. You can see we're still pushing. This is actually closer than I thought it was. I thought it was a much wider lead. Now I'm looking at the actual stats, and ooh, we're still in a position where, yes, we took the lead, but they could easily pull that back around too with some good playing on their part. I love those rockets. If you can manage to land those rocket volleys, the damage stacks so quick on those. It's so nice. Problem is actually landing them because, you know, there is a bit of travel time on them. I do seem to land these better than I do some of the other smaller rockets like this, though. I don't know if that's just me. Someone took out his legs, too, so that's pretty awesome. Don't know if that was me or one of the other guys. I have no clue. It's probably one of the other guys. I am so surprised he missed. It feels like everyone's really good at landing those rockets like that. I really thought I was going to be pinned down again. anticipating the worst, but thank goodness we could get behind the wall and mitigate some of that damage. I'm surprised nobody's like, well, I guess there are like, oh yeah, no, there's 4 people in front, that's why nobody's charging through to get to me. Well, that's good. I'm glad I'm positioned where I am. Though that said, there's no targets now to pay attention to. I'm not sure why number 5 is calling for support right now. He must see something I'm not, maybe? Looks like he's going after that target there. I don't really know. Either way, I'm coming in to back him up. I'm gonna try and get some hits here where I can. I think he actually soaked most of my rockets, unfortunately, just from the positioning. It's hard for me to tell since, you know, they're under the water like that. And secure to kill there. It's just opportunistic hits on my part. Really, I should be looking to my left, because if you look at the radar, well, he's gone now. My ally took care of him, but on my radar, you can see that guy coming. He was even right in the left-hand side of my vision, even, but I was still soldiering on. I really hope I didn't hit an ally with that. It's kind of hard to tell. I might have. That rocket volley missed completely. I was just saying I was doing pretty good hitting those, but that one, not so much. Caught the shield there, sadly. I'm hoping that shield is getting closer to breaking at this point. This is the one issue I've had a couple times with the Dom Barrage. Like, it tends to not be too bad if you stagger your weapons. Like, you can see I'm already back in action. But some of the reload times, specifically the reload times on, I want to say, the rockets and the Gatling, are pretty long, actually. So I need to pay attention a little bit on this beam gun, which I believe I can use while boosting, too. I need to make better use of that. Oh, we're dead now. I really don't think we're going to survive too much longer at this point. Not without boost, surrounded by the enemies. Hey, he landed that kick he missed before. But yeah, because of the reload time, I'm shocked I'm still alive. He should have come, looped back around and finished me off. But we are... Oh, I should have switched to the rockets. I switched too late. This is not going to end well for me at this point. Thankfully, Ally is right there. Hopefully he's going to be able to finish him off for me. Well, maybe he didn't. I can't tell who got that kill, actually. I guess it must have been him, because I think he's the only one in firing range. Huh. I didn't see the shot. Oh, well. We finally got. It's about time they got us, honestly, with how little life I was running around with. Oh, right. I kept bringing up a point and then not finishing my point. Yeah, you can run out of weapons since you just got those 3 weapons. If it's all expended and just waiting to recharge, you're kind of just stuck. Which isn't fun. That's when you just kind of hang back, wait for things to reload, recharge. It's not ideal, and if you stagger your weapons, it shouldn't be too bad. Like, so long as you make sure you're not, like, out of the rockets or the chest beam, you should still have time for your Gatling gun to, like, reload and whatnot. But throwing everything out and just being out of everything, that's not too fun. Oh yeah, so you can see we're all just not spawning in quite yet, because we're, you know, everyone's off. We've got a close enough lead. Like, it's close, but we are in the lead, right? We've also got the bomb about to go off, so we've got it pretty well secured by that point, but we could easily, like, we don't want to feed at this point. We don't want to just spawn in staggered and feed points to the enemy team. That would not be ideal. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with how that one came out. I think we spat some decent damage. We got top score. That's because I got some opportunistic kills in there, let's be honest. But we did some decent damage. And we're 4th in damage. It felt like more damage at the time, honestly, but oh well. Dumb Barrage fun. It could have been more damage if I landed more of the missiles, that's for sure. Because stacking those missile damage, that's really where a lot of your main damage, like Gatling gun fun, Gatling gun chip damage. Your biggest damage is absolutely coming from stacking that beam gun and then the rockets if you spit those out. I've also got parts for melee, range damage stacked on this machine just to up that even more. But yeah, that will be that video for today. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll get you something quicker out than we have been lately. I apologize for that, but yeah, I will see you guys next time.